It is time for the Class 1A state quarterfinal between two of the top teams in the 1A classification. The Eagleville Eagles, undefeated 31-0 on the season, taking on the Pickett County Bobcats at 30-4. Welcome in, everybody, to the Amonette's Eagle Auction and Realty Company pregame show. I'm Jacob Vincent, joined by Noah McKay for this high-powered matchup in the 1A classification. They just had a great 4A basketball game between Bearden and Beach that just got finished up. This one should be very, very high-powered as well. Two of the best teams in this 1A classification. They've met twice already this season, with Eagleville winning both of those contests, but both of those very close basketball games, and Pickett County's got the experience here in the Glass House more recently.
Incredibly rare when you can play a team twice, lose to them twice, the other team be 31-0 undefeated, and you feel like you've got the better basketball team, and that not be a delusional take. But that's exactly what this Pickett County team feels like they have, Jacob. They think they're the better basketball team. On a neutral floor today in the Murphy Center, they're going to have to play well against a very good Eagleville Eagles team, but Pickett County has a very good chance of winning this basketball game if they can do the things they did well in the first three quarters of both early meetings. If it goes the way the fourth quarters did, Eagleville gets to 32-0 and into the state semifinals. We got to remember, that 4 overtime classic, all the foul trouble that happened for Pickett County. Every key contributor was fouled out of the game in the fourth overtime, and they still almost won that game on the road. They let one get away from them early in the season in Byrdstown. They're hoping third time's a charm. Lee J. Amonette said it's tough to beat a team 3 times. Pickett County hoping that old adage comes true yet again.
This Eagleville team mentioned 31-0 on the season, unbeaten, and have played some good teams. They played Jackson County. They've played Pickett County a couple of times. They played Stone Memorial. Those are the 4 best teams that they've played on their schedule. Outside of those games, it has not been a very difficult schedule for this Eagleville squad. On the other side for Pickett County, they're 30-4, a couple of losses to Jackson County, a couple of losses to Eagleville, and a loss in there to Stone Memorial as well. I don't know which one they decided wasn't a loss to their record to the TSSAA, but technically they have 5 losses on the year coming here into the state tournament. It's the 13th appearance in school history for this Pickett County team. All of those coming since 1990. Of course, winning state titles a couple of those times in 1990 and 1995, and playing for another in 1993. For this Eagleville squad, it's their 6th trip here to the state tournament, but first since 2019. Of course, Pickett County, it's their 2nd straight year and 3rd since 2021, so it's a program that is used to making it here to the Glass House. However, they've not fared well here in the quarterfinals. Didn't win last year. They did win back in 2021 against Cosby before falling to MAHS in the semifinal round. Now taking on this Eagleville team that is loaded with seniors. They've got 6 seniors on the roster. 5 of them are starters, but again, they have not played on this floor.
They have not played on this floor. Pickett County has that advantage. Of course, first-year head coach Lee J. Amonette, but he's been on the sideline in those state tournament games for this Pickett County team. They're cool, calm, and collected. The Bobcats know what they have to do. They got to come in here and execute. And, yeah, you put it nicely. I won't be as nice. The schedule was atrocious for Eagleville this season. All the good teams they've played have been fairly tight games. They have destroyed the bad teams, and they have played a lot of bad basketball teams this year. Doesn't take away how dangerous this Eagleville team is. They're a very good team. They're very experienced outside of this state tournament. They shoot the 3-ball well. They play with a lot of fire. They talk a lot of smack. It's on Pickett County to not let that get into their heads and maybe twist it against them a little bit. It's an Eagleville team we've seen when Pickett County's been rolling in their 2 matchups. That fire has turned on each other a little bit. Then they start to hit some shots, and it turns towards the other team. It's on Pickett County to put some of that kind of internal issues back on this Eagleville team with a good start, but then a better finish today. The finish is what's going to be important. What has gotten Pickett County in trouble this season in their losses has been fourth quarters. They've withstood some comeback attempts in fourth quarters, but in every loss, they've gotten beat in the fourth quarter of these basketball games. The start will be critical, but the finish even more so for the Bobcats today.
It's an Eagleville team that lost 3 games a year ago. They fell to Santa Fe in their sectional round, 1 game shy of making this state tournament last season. And a very good Eagleville team a year ago as well. They've been the number 1 team from start to finish this season and undefeated on the year. Couple of wins already against this Pickett County squad. In Byrdstown, they won 61-54, a game that Pickett County led late in and gave up the lead late. And then Eagleville won in Eagleville 85-81. In 4 overtimes. Noah was there for that basketball game. Another game where Pickett County was ahead. It's 4 wins in a row in the series for Eagleville because they played a couple of times last season as well. And again, 2 close basketball games last year. So 4 straight wins, 4 close wins for this Eagleville team. We'll see if Pickett County can finally get over the hump here in the quarterfinals and try to get back to the semifinals for the first time since 2021. Once again, this is the M&T's Eagle Auction Realty Company pregame show. As we continue on, today's broadcast is presented by Livingston Regional Hospital. We appreciate them for being the presenting sponsor of Pickett County basketball all season and here into the postseason as well. I'm Jacob Vincent, joined by Noah McKay. Madison McKay on the scoreboard this afternoon as the Pickett County Bobcats compete in the 1A state quarterfinals. This Pickett County team mentioned 13 times in this state tournament. In the last 5 games, they are 3-2. Both of those losses to Jackson County, the district championship in a close game, and in the region title game by 16. They were fouling late, trying to get back into it. Jackson County was able to hit their free throws. And an interesting note we'll hear from Coach Amonette coming up in a little bit. They were not 100% in those last couple of weeks of the season. Could be a reason why they will have those couple of losses. However, it did come to Jackson County, who is also here in this state tournament. We'll see them coming up later tonight at 8:45. Right now, let's send it to that interview with head coach Lee J. Amonette as they get ready to take on Eagleville in the 1A state quarterfinals. Joined now by head coach Lee J. Amonette of the Pickett County Bobcats as they get set to take on the Eagleville Eagles in the 1A state quarterfinals. Coach, it's a team that you guys have seen twice already this season, playing them now in the quarterfinal round of the state tournament. And obviously, it's a very good basketball team. What stands out to you most about this Eagles team as you take them on for the 3rd time this season?
They're a senior-led team. So they're going to be able to show some maturity. They've won 31 straight. They're undefeated. So I think all the pressure's on them, honestly. They're expected to win. They've been the number 1 team all year. We've lost to them twice. But, man, it's awfully hard to beat a team 3 times.
Coach, obviously, you guys have a very good team this year as well. 30 wins already this season, and back here into the state tournament for the 2nd year in a row. How do you hope the experience that these guys played in it last year kind of bring into this year, especially with the long layoff since that sectional game?
We were really comfortable this week. The guys were more relaxed than I've seen them. And the layoff probably helped us. We've had a lot of adversity the last couple of weeks. We dealt with a lot of sickness with flu and pneumonia. Normally 10 days is a long time between games, but we were grateful for it this year. We look healthy, and we've looked better in the last 3 or 4 days than we've looked in 2 months.
Coach, lastly, I'll leave you with this. What are some keys to the game to get a win today to move on to the semifinals?
So we have got to value the basketball. Eagleville is a really good team defensively, and their best offense is their scramble defense to turn you over. So we've got to minimize turnovers. We have got to crash the boards. They can't get second chance opportunities. And then if we contest their shots, I think they'll have a hard time scoring. So we do those 3 things. I really like our chances.
That's head coach Lee J. Amonette with the Pickett County Bobcats as they get set to take on the Eagleville Eagles in the 1A state quarterfinals. Back here inside the M&T's Eagle Auction Realty Company pregame show. Thank you so much to head coach Lee J. Amonette for joining us here on the pregame show as the Pickett County Bobcats get set to take on the Eagleville Eagles in the 1A state quarterfinals. It is time for the People's Bank starting lineups. First, for the Pickett County Bobcats, who will be the away team on the scoreboard this evening. 30-4 on the season for head coach Lee J. Amonette. It'll be a sophomore, number 4, Abram Phillips. A freshman, number 10, is Calvin Cobb. A sophomore, number 12, is Brody Pryor. A junior, number 21, is Nathaniel Cobb. And a sophomore, number 23, is Cole J. Amonette. Once again, for the Bobcats, Cole J. Amonette, Nathaniel Cobb, Brody Pryor, Calvin Cobb, and Abram Phillips. For the Eagleville Eagles, they are the home team on the scoreboard today. 31-0 on the season under head coach Davey McLaren in his 8th season at the helm at Eagleville. That'll be a senior number 2, Owen McLaren. A senior number 4 is Drake Goers. A senior number 12 is Jackson Nichols. A senior number 33 is James Bega. And a senior number 34, the Mr. Basketball finalist in the 1A classification, is Camden Cole. Once again for the Eagles, Camden Cole, James Bega, Jackson Nichols, Drake Goers, and Owen McLaren. 5 seniors in the starting lineup for this Eagleville team, a team that did not make the state tournament a year ago. They are here this year. They are undefeated, and now the Bobcats have their 3rd chance at them this season.
Talk about the draw all you want to. You can whine about it. You can cry about it. Eagleville, or Pickett County rather, drew Eagleville. They're undefeated. They're 0-2 against them this year. Guess what? Eagleville drew Pickett County. It is a potential state championship game in the quarterfinal round, obviously with a big nod to our other Upper Cumberland team, the Jackson County Blue Devils, who we'll see later on tonight. Pickett County, you want some, come get some. It's trying to knock off the #1 ranked team in the state and get into the Final Four.
Winner of this game will move on to play in the semifinals tomorrow night at 7:15 against the winner of Unaka and Humboldt. Two good basketball teams on the other side, but maybe a little bit easier of a matchup than this one right here for both of these teams. The Eagles finishing going through their starting lineups. Once again, those were the People's Bank starting lineups here inside the M&T Eagle Auction Realty Company pregame show. Moments away from tip-off, presented by Livingston Regional Hospital. Keep those comments coming along. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. Make sure you hit that like button. Give us a share. Comment along with us. I'm Jacob Vincent. Noah McKay, Madison McKay on the scoreboard. Everybody from UCR is here. Boots on the ground in Murfreesboro. Pickett County will be moving from left to right. Eagleville from right to left. Pickett County in their road black uniforms with checkerboards down the sides. The Eagles in their home whites with Eagles across the front of the chest. Head official ready to go, and we are underway in the 1A quarterfinals. Tapped around, and Eagleville has the opening possession of the basketball game. Pega inside with the right hand misses, and Nathaniel Cobb's got the rebound in the middle of the lane. He will slow it down and bring it ahead now across the timeline. Cobb on the right side, spins the lane right to the basket, lays it up and in for two.
Great take by Nathaniel Cobb. He went it deliberately into the front court, then had a lane, took it, one spin. He's in for two.
2-0 start for Pickett County. Early going, first 30 seconds of this first quarter. Pega into the front court for the Eagles. Will throw it left side to Goers. Gives to McLaren in the corner up against a zone defense here. A 2-3 for the Pickett County Bobcats defensively. And a little bit of confusion early on for the Eagles. They're going to reset the offense. Goers up top will reset it. Give off to Bega between the circles. Throws left side McLaren into the corner. Goes to Nichols. He brings it around. Tries to throw it to Cole. He is immediately double teamed. He kicks it back out. Way downtown. Nichols lets it fly. It's strong. Rebound tapped around. And Kelvin Cobb's got it for the Bobcats. They'll bring it the other way.
Good job by Cole J to get in front of Bega. He had to tip it right over to Kelvin for the rebound. That's critical today for the Bobcats.
Phillips has it on the right wing. Skips left side. This is Cobb. Free throw line extended. Throws to his brother Nathaniel up top. Straight away, he throws left side. Phillips off to Kelvin on the left wing. Cutting through is Nathaniel. Now he's in the post. Bounce it into him. Nathaniel, two defenders on him. Stripped free by Nichols. It's Eagleville basketball after the turnover. Nichols on the run. Takes it inside. Stops. May have gotten away with the travel. Kicks it back out to Goers. And around on the left wing now to Cole. Cole puts it on the deck with the right hand. He goes up with the right. And a block is called on Kelvin Cobb. Looked like pretty good guarding position underneath, but it's going to be two shots for Camden Cole at the stripe.
And Pickett County got him for a couple of charges. Camden Cole in that game in Eagleville. He goes in wildly sometimes. I thought it was good position, but they give him the block. We saw two of these officials yesterday in the Upperman game. They stink. Absolutely stink.
It's a good way to put it. 6:33 to go here in this first quarter. Cole at the line, knocks down the first of two tries. He was Mr. Basketball finalist this year and lost to Will McCrary out of Jackson County. Very good player, though, obviously.
If you haven't already realized, this is the Pickett County broadcast. If you're an Eagleville fan, we are not here for you, and we hope you lose. We are rooting for the Bobcats, and it will be reflected in the commentary.
Eagleville fans probably pretty familiar with us at this point. Amonette drives to the other side after a couple of makes. He is fouled at the other end and fouled hard. He goes carrying behind the table back there. He hops up, and our friend CJ helps him up, and Cole J will step to the line for a couple of tries at the Kiesling Insurance free throw line with 6:28 remaining here in this first quarter. That foul is going to be whistled on Owen McLaren. It's his first.
And so far we've seen two really strong takes for Pickett County. And at that time, we saw Nathaniel the first time for their opening bucket. Clearly a point of emphasis, not just to rely on the three ball in this game. Get in the lane, get them into some foul trouble.
And you heard from Coach Amonette there in the pregame interview talking about this Pickett County team was just dealing with all kinds of sickness, the flu, and pneumonia throughout the final weeks of the season and the postseason. And then here into the state tournament, they're finally healthy. A couple of makes at the line by Amonette, the Kiesling Insurance free throw line. Pickett County leads 4-2. 6:21 remaining here in the first. Eagles have the basketball. Bega up top will throw it left side into the corner. Nichols. Cole posting up on Pryor. Gets underneath. A baseline pass to McLaren for a three. It's good. He can knock it down from anywhere on the floor. Owen McLaren finds his first from the corner right side.
That's what Pickett County can't have. A defensive breakdown came help side, and it kicked into the short corner for an open three. Can't have that in this game against a team that shoots it like Eagleville.
Entry pass to Kelvin Cobb in the post. He is blocked by Nichols. Got his own rebound. Goes back up, and this time he is fouled. And the freshman now will step to the Kiesling Insurance free throw line with 5:54 remaining here in the first. And a 5-4 lead for the Eagles. Since 1985, Kiesling Insurance has provided insurance solutions for individuals and businesses in Byrdstown with auto, home, and life insurance options to choose from. The local team at Kiesling Insurance have the solution for you. Call them at 931-864-3116 for more information today. Cobb is good on the first free throw. He'll have one more on the way. He lets it fly with the right hand, and it's nothing but net. And the Bobcats are a perfect 4 for 4 from the Kiesling Insurance free throw line early on. And we are all knotted up. Or I beg your pardon, Pickett County takes a 6-5 lead. A pass over the top. Nice catch by McLaren. Skips in the corner. Nichols an open three on the way. It's too strong, but an offensive board for goers. And Eagleville has the basketball again. Cole's going to try the top of the key three. That one's no good off the heel. Long rebound. Tapped back out. And Cole tracks it in before the half-court line. He drives in the lane, tries to kick it back out. Vega now will fire the three. That's no good. And Pryor finally secures the rebound for the Bobcats.
Three really good looks for three for Eagleville. That is not the formula today for Pickett County. Fortunate that all three missed.
So Pickett County basketball. Amonette right to the basket with the right hand. The floater is good. Cat past the defense and puts it up and in. His first field goal of the day.
Cole J should have a ton of confidence. He ripped Eagleville at Eagleville. Only reason that Eagleville won is because he fouled out of the game. He was the best player on the floor on that night.
An 8-5 start for the Bobcats. 5:01 remaining here in this first quarter. Eagleville basketball on the left wing as Goers gets a screen from Bega. Takes it to the middle of the floor and bounces off Nichols. Bega inside, right hand. Got it to go off the window and good. Really good contest by Pryor inside.
Yeah, that's one you'll live with. You can't live with the wide open threes, but a good contest, no foul. He just made a tough shot.
At the other end now, Pickett County with the basketball and a 1-point lead. 4:40 remaining here in the opening quarter of the quarterfinals. Amonette thought about firing the three, gives off Pryor. Now Phillips with it on the right wing. Backs it up and resets. Kelvin Cobb has the pass, throws it inside Nathaniel. A tough catch. Baseline jumper is good. Caught the front of the iron and fell through. And Nathaniel Cobb has 4 points here in the first.
Bobcats with a great game plan early on. Getting inside, they're getting good looks. Finishing, they appear very calm here in this state tournament game. That is a very good sign.
10-7 early lead for Pickett County. 4:12 remaining in the first. Cole along the baseline. Pass to Bega for three in the corner. He's got it. James Bega had an open look, and he knocks it down. And that's been the recipe for success for Eagleville early on. Get it to the baseline and kick it around the baseline to an open shooter in the corner.
Yeah, Pickett County respecting the size. They're doubling inside, and it's leaving those corner threes wide open.
Amonette for the answer. Just a little bit long from the left wing, but the rebound in the hands of Amonette. He misses the left-handed lay. The rebound tapped around, and Cole's now on the run for Eagleville. 1-on-2. Kicks on the wing right side. McLaren a three. It's good. Second made three by Owen McLaren. And it's a 13-10 lead for Eagleville with 3:34 to play here in the first.
Lee J calls Cole J right over to him as he brings it up. He puts two hands to slow down too fast in the half court. You do not want a run and gun style game against this Eagleville squad. You're seeing why.
They run the half court. Pryor catches in the middle of the paint. He spins. He kicks. Kelvin Cobb fires the three and connects. The first choice family care three for the freshman from the left wing. Back at the other end, McLaren got loose on the left wing. He cannot hit the three, but the long rebound is in the hands of Bega. He will fire it away. No one was on him, and he hits it.
Pickett County is not rebounding the basketball right now, Jacob. Too many second chance threes for Eagleville, and now they found their stroke from long range. Gonna have to be better on the defensive end.
Fourth made three in the first quarter for Eagleville. They lead by 3. 2:51 remaining in the first. Amonette has it here on the right wing for Pickett County on offense, defended by Goers. 5-second count is on. Amonette drives, gets to the baseline. The floater way too strong. Tapped out, though, to Pryor, an offensive board. Now Amonette baseline, he fires away the jumper, hung in the air for a half second longer. It's another offensive board. No, they call a foul on Pickett County inside. I think they're going to get Kelvin Cobb with the personal.
I think they went against.
I think they got Nathaniel.
I thought Kelvin was the one. He got hit on the forearm, right on the wrist, going for that rebound attempt. And right now, Pickett County, early on, they were getting inside. Now they're settling for some long twos into threes. Just getting out of their plan a little bit, but in a three-point game, a lot of basketball still to be played. Just got to relax and keep playing.
Nathaniel picks up his first personal 3-point lead for the Eagles. 2.5 remaining here in the first. Back up with the basketball. They have it here on the left wing. Throw it to Nichols in the corner. Cole inside. Missed it. He was blocked. Got his own rebound and gets fouled with the putback. It's good. Camden Cole will be at the line for one to try to complete a 3-point play with 2:22 to play here in the first. That one's going to go on Brody Pryor.
That is 4 offensive rebounds already for Eagleville. They hit a 3 the last time on the tip-out rebound. That time inside, they get the offensive board. The keys to the game that you heard Lee J. Amonette talk about, that's not happening for the Bobcats right now.
Have to value the basketball, and that free throw is good by Cole. He's got 5 points in the first. It's a 19-13 advantage for Eagleville. They can score in bunches, and they've got 19 early on. First up of the game is checked in for Eagleville as well. Gabe Cole is into the basketball game. Defensively here for the Eagles. 2:10 to play in the first. Amonette drives right side. He's cut off by Cole. Steps through a double team. Kicks on the wing left side to Phillips into the corner. Cobb is blocked by Gabe Cole, and it's rebounded by Bega. Eagles on the run again across the timeline. Nichols on the right wing. Back top of the key. Gabe Cole wide open for three. In and out, no good. And a strong rebound by Nathaniel Cobb, and he is fouled by Camden Cole.
Yeah, the Bobcats fortunate that was a miss. They may have to get out of this zone or change it because right now there's just way too many open threes for Eagleville. And you take that if you're going to get after it on the boards. Pickett County's not getting after it on the boards right now, Jacob. And Kelvin Cobb having a word with his head coach on the sideline as he checks out for the first time. They'll bring Max onto the floor because they need some sort of a spark offensively, but it's got to start on defense for Pickett County.
Max Moody checks in for the first time for the Bobcats. They trail by 6, 1:40 to play in the first. They have it on offense. Amonette on the right wing, free throw line extended, throws to Phillips, top of the key. Driving is Phillips, right lane side, stops, bounces off Moody inside, blocked by Gabe Cole. Great defensive play there by Cole with the left hand. Back the other way, Cole catches in the lane with the left. He cannot finish. A whistle and a foul is called. Oh, man.
Yeah, he got him on the arm.
That's
a
going to
delayed
go on.
whistle. That's the problem. The whistle took way too long to get there, but as he went up, he caught him on the forearm, and 2 more free throws. And Eagleville, one other thing they're doing really well, they're getting out off of makes and off of misses. They're having those outlet feeds ahead, and it's putting Pickett County out of what they want to be defensively, and now they're starting to get to the line. They're on a torrential pace. I mean, you can't give up 20-plus a quarter and beat a team like this.
Well, Cole's at the line for a couple of tries. Gabe Cole at the line. He hits the first. It's now a 7-0 run for the Eagles with 1:24 remaining here in this first quarter as Moody will check out. And Kelvin Cobb is back in. That was the second personal foul on Pryor. So he's got 2, and it's 2 makes at the line for Gabe Cole. And the Eagles have their biggest lead of the ball game, 21-13, and an 8-0 run, 14-3 run over the last 2 minutes and 46 seconds. Inside pass, and it's thrown straight out of bounds. Phillips tried to whip it into Pryor in the post right block and just wasn't even close. It's a turnover, and Eagleville has the basketball back with 1:14 to play in the first, and that'll spawn the first timeout for Pickett County, a 30-second timeout taken by the Bobcats. They got to figure something out quickly here with 1:14 remaining in this first quarter.
Yeah, they're just not doing the things that they do when they're having success. You know, they're not getting into the flow of their offense. That time it was just an errant pass, but they're trying to force it inside to Brody Pryor. It was good early because they were driving with the basketball. The inlet feeds against the length of Eagleville inside is not their strength. Got to get them off the dribble. Look for some more kickouts into some threes here for Pickett County. They got to settle into their game. They've been here before. They've been down before. They were down at South Pittsburgh. Obviously, this isn't South Pittsburgh that they're playing today, but they're not playing their game right now. Eagleville is playing theirs, and it's reflected on the scoreboard.
Yeah, the Bobcats trail 10-0, 4 minutes into the basketball game in their sectional round against South Pitt. They won that game handily, though, as they were able to come back and win it big, 59-38. Down 21-13 out of the timeout. 1:05 remaining here in the first. Eagles have it on offense. This is Adrian Sevieri into the basketball game for the first time. Throws to Gabe Cole. Back to Sevieri.
Travel.
He tries to penetrate in the lane. Right-handed floater is no good off the left iron. It's rebounded by the Bobcats. Nathaniel Cobb will bring it ahead with 52 seconds remaining here in our opening quarter. Throws it back out to Amonette, who's near the half-court line straight away. Now Cobb right back to Amonette. Gets a screen from Pryor. A right-handed dribble. 2 defenders on him. Whips it around. This is Cobb with the basketball. Top of the key. He penetrates. Kicks. Amonette around to Phillips. Fires the 3. It is short. No good. Rebound brought down by Camden Cole. And the Eagles have it with 30 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Cole across the timeline with a right-handed dribble. Brings it here on the near side. Sevieri with basketball. Looks to the sideline. And Coach McLaren in his 8th season at the helm. Second time they've made state under his tutelage. On the right wing, Eagles with the basketball. Sevieri's got it top of the key, 11 seconds. Kicks on the left wing, and that's the first miscue we've seen from the Eagleville Eagles. Cole was coming towards Sevieri, threw a rifle pass at him on a backdoor cut. It goes out of bounds, and it will be Pickett County ball with 8.3 on the timer. Here comes Cole J. Amonette with the basketball across the timeline. Races ahead with the right hand. Crosses over. The floater with the right hand is good with 2 seconds to go in the quarter. Eagleville inbounds. They don't get it away in time. And that is the end of the first quarter. Cole J. Amonette, a much-needed bucket for the Bobcats to cut off an 8-0 run. It's 21-15. Eagleville on top at the end of 1. You're listening to the Class 1A State Quarterfinals presented by Livingston Regional Hospital on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and get your vehicle serviced by their highly trained professionals. Right now, you can save money on oil changes, regular maintenance, and battery installation. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the
Back here in the Glass House, Pickett County trailing 21-15, opening of the second quarter. They've got the basketball on offense. Nathaniel Cobb with it on the right wing, throws to Hammond in the corner. Thought about the no-dip three, gives it back out to Cobb, and will bring it around to Kelvin. There's a handoff to Phillips on the left wing. First few seconds of this second quarter, that's a miscue. Pickett County still has possession as Hammond had to come get it. A little bit confused up against this Eagleville defense early on in the second frame. Cobb's got it at the top of the key. Will throw to Phillips left side. Looks to Hammond on the wing with 7:27 remaining here in the second quarter. Calvin Cobb whips it around. Nathaniel on the right side. Skip past Phillips. Fakes on a three. Drives baseline. Puts it up with the right hand. And a nice finish off the window. It's the first bucket for Abram Phillips from that left side.
And Eagle will try to take a charge there. He wisely contorts in midair. Finishes off the glass. A great take for the sophomore.
So glad to have you along today. Today's broadcast presented by Livingston Regional Hospital. They have made it possible all season long. Every single game to be with the Bobcats. As Sevieri puts it up and in on the other end for the Eagles. It's his first bucket. And it's 23-17. Eagleville on top by 6.
Yeah, he's their slicer. He slices through the lane, kicks out to shooters, but he can finish inside. Pickett County's got to be ready for that.
Here is Phillips on the right wing, picks up his dribble, now looking for help, throws it around. Nathaniel on the left wing, defended by Nichols. Drives to the baseline left side, double team Cubs. Skip pass, Phillips gets to the baseline, jumper on the way. It is good as it rattles around, taps the window and falls through. Back-to-back scores by Abram Phillips, and it's a 4-point game, 6.5 to play here in the second frame.
Abram finding his stride is huge. They have to have him as an option behind Cole J and Nathaniel Cobb. Next up, Brody Pryor needs to get it rolling here for Pickett County.
Vega throws right side for Sevieri. Eagles with the basketball. Give to Nichols in the corner. Brings it around the perimeter right side. It's a skip pass to Vega on the left wing. He's going to try the deep ball again, and that one is way off the mark. Hits the window, goes out of bounds, and unfortunately, it's going to stay with the Eagles underneath after Kelvin Cobb was unable to secure it. Sub checking in for the Eagles. Drake Goers is in for Owen McLaren. 6:11 remaining here in the second. Eagleville will inbound along the baseline right side underneath. Upples looking around. Tosses it in. Finds Cole at the top of the key. Now Vega. Straight away, throws right side Nichols. He tries the deep ball on the way. In and out, no good. Tapped around on the rebound. Goers flying out of bounds. Could not save it in. It will be Pickett County basketball with 6:01 remaining here in the second frame. Down by 4.
Too much tipping right now for Pickett County on the rebound attempts. They're just going up and looking to bat it out, but the shooters are waiting for it for Eagleville. Got to get in strong with two hands and bring the rebound down.
Now rebounded 10-8 here in this first half so far. Hammond with the basketball on offense. He's going to fire it away from outside. He got hit. That was a foul 100%, and they let it go. Now Bega with the basketball on the run. Kicks in the corner. Nichols, an open look on the way from outside is good. Unreal. Got away with a foul on the other end and hit a three. A huge swing there, and the Eagles take a 7-point lead at 26-19. Now Phillips with the basketball for the Bobcats. Two defenders in front of him. He got bumped. They let it go. Kelvin Cobb gets fouled, and finally they blow the whistle. And Kelvin Cobb will step to the Kiesling Insurance free throw line for a couple of tries with 5:28 remaining here in this second quarter.
Foul here, foul there, foul everywhere. Eventually, got to call something.
So the freshman steps to the line for the second time here in the first half. He's got 5 points. He's 2 for 2 from the Kiesling Insurance free throw line. That was the first foul on James Bega, as that first free throw from Cobb is up and through as it rattles home. He's got 6. Pryor's Auto Spot is home with the best truck and car repair service in Byrdstown. The expert mechanics at Pryor's Auto Spot are ready to get you back on the road quickly and professionally. Call 931-864-3926 to set up an appointment and get a clear estimate with no hidden costs. Pryor's Auto Spot is proud to support the Pickett County Bobcats and Lady Bobcats. Two makes at the Keesing Insurance free throw line for Kelvin Cobb. Eagleville basketball up by 5:15 remaining here in the second. Goers has it on the right wing, looks underneath, tosses in the corner. Now Cole at the elbow, fires the jumper. It is no good, and it's rebounded by Pryor. Pickett County trying to push. Amonette at the top of the key, crosses over, kicks on the wing, into the corner, now around Nathaniel Cobb. Good defense there by the Eagles to get back in the transition, and Pickett County will reset with under 5 to play here in the first half.
Kelvin had one earlier blocked. He could have flown that one. He had more space in the corner than he realized, but still has the basketball.
He's got it here, top of the key, will throw right side. Phillips driving. Phillips draws contact, no call. Pryor couldn't get the putback. He got his own putback after the miss, and Brody Pryor has his first basket of the ball game.
That's what Pickett County needs. They need Pryor inside to be that size element against these bigs for Eagleville. They're a very long basketball team.
26-23 the score. Eagleville on top by a possession. Skip pass is caught by Goers. He takes the baseline jumper. It's off the mark. Rebound tapped around, and Amonette's got it. Pickett County trying to push again. Trying to make it a one-score game. Amonette from the free throw line. Too strong. Good defense there by Sevieri, who contested. And now Cole the rebound in the run. What a bounce pass ahead to Sevieri. He puts it up, missed it. Great contest by Kelvin Cobb. And Pickett County's got the basketball with 4:05 to play in the second. Coach Amonette says to slow it down.
It was an unbelievable pass by Cole. I mean, a great contest for Pickett County, but that was an elite bounce pass.
Looking like the Miami of Ohio Redhawks last night.
Hey, now, they're going to hopefully lose tomorrow.
26-23, Pickett County basketball, 3:47 to play here in the second. Phillips on top of the perimeter, throws to Nathaniel on the right wing, looks at the defense, skip pass to his brother Kelvin, and back up top to Phillips. Pickett County very content with running a slow, methodical offense and looking for a good shot. They're a little bit confused here, but still running the offense. Nathaniel gets a screen, and it's stripped free by Bega. He steps right in front, takes it away, goes up to the right, and he puts it up and in, and they called the latest foul in the world. That guy waited to see if it was going to go in or not, blows the whistle, and it's going to put Bega at the line for one. It may have been a foul, but blow the whistle when the contact happens.
It was a foul that Nathaniel was trying to make it count, and so that he couldn't finish the shot. It was a great finish by Bega out in transition. But you're right, just call it. What are we waiting on? Blow the whistle and let's move on.
So the basket,
he clocked him. I mean, Nathaniel got his money's worth on the foul. No question about that.
Nathaniel picks up his second personal foul, and Bega will be at the stripe. He's already in double figures. He's got 11 points now in the contest. Having a great first half, and it's back to a 6-point lead for Eagleville. Pickett County cut it as close as 3 so far here in the second quarter. 3:18 remaining in the second. Amonette with the basketball into the front court, bounces off to Pryor as Cole comes down to the basketball and taps it out of bounds. There's some of that talk that you were talking about in the pregame. They love to chat out there on the floor.
And this is where you got to answer for Pickett County, because they start to get that little swagger behind them and they go on these long runs. Pickett's battling well despite not playing great. They got to put a little answer out there right now because they're starting to get in transition, and that's when bad things happen.
Here's Nathaniel Cobb. He tries to drive on Bega. He gets bumped. He evades the defense, misses the shot. Pryor, the rebound, had it stripped free, diving on the floor, and Pickett County somehow has it. Amonette with a basketball, trying to drive inside, pulls up at the baseline, now looking for a little bit of help as he picks up his dribble and gives back up top to Kelvin Cobb. Amonette again with the basketball, guarded tightly by Gabe Cole. Brings it right side, Nathaniel Cobb with it. 2:45 remaining here in the second quarter. Cobb up top, defended by McLaren. Spins at the elbow, goes to the right hand. He gets it to go off the window. Strong take by Nathaniel Cobb, who had the mismatch with Owen McLaren defending him.
And Pickett County's had the answers in this second quarter. They're settling into the basketball game. This is going to be a 4-quarter fight. Pickett County's surrendered big leads. They're not going to have a big lead in this game. Maybe that's all right.
Bega on the left wing, steps back, fires off. Cole fakes on the three, penetrates inside, lost the basketball and got it back. Didn't know that was legal. Out to Nichols. He fires it away for 3. It's short, no good. Rebound, fought for, and Kelvin Cobb's got it, and he will be fouled by Camden Cole. I beg your pardon, Gabe Cole picks up his first personal, and he couldn't believe it. He 100% got tied up with Kelvin Cobb.
Eagleville thinks they've never committed a foul. I mean, every foul was just, what? Yeah, you can't put your hand through the guy's arm trying to get the rebound.
When he's already got the basketball.
That is, in fact, a foul. That is how the game works. Yes, you can commit personals. I promise. It's okay. It happens.
2:10 to go here in the second quarter, and a 4-point lead for the Eagles. Pickett County basketball moving from left to right. Cobb's got it. Will throw to Pryor, top of the key. Here's Amonette now on the right wing. Free throw line extended. Defended by Gabe Cole. Gets a screen, denies it. Drives right side. Amonette driving inside. Going up through the contact. Couldn't get the finish. It's out of bounds, and that'll be Pickett County basketball underneath. I mean, my goodness, what a strong take. I don't know how there wasn't a whistle blown on it, but Pickett County will have it. Baseline out of bounds underneath.
Well, this is the exact opposite of the game at Eagleville, where it was incredibly a tight whistle, fouls everywhere. So the Bobcats are adjusting to that right now. They've risen their level of physicality, which is a smart move.
Nathaniel Cobb drives into a double team, jumps out, skip pass, fake pass by Eminent, now on the right wing, brings it around to Phillips. Here's Nathaniel again on the left side. 1:37 remaining here in the first half of a 4-point game. Pickett County trying to cut it to their closest margin here in the second quarter. Down by 4 right now. They've had it as close as 3. Phillips with it on the left side, defended by McLaren up top, now to Pryor. Pryor around the perimeter, throws back to Aminet. He tries to drive, he stops, he's cut off. And now Pryor again off to Aminet with 1:19 remaining here in the second. Eagles playing good defense early on, not giving anything easy for these Bobcats. Nathaniel, step 2 by Cole, spins to the left lane, elbow jumper is good. A nice shot by Nathaniel Cobb, who's got 8 points early on, and it's a 2-point game. 1:03 to play in the second. 29-27 Eagles.
A long, deliberate possession ends with a very nice jumper. That's what the Bobcats need down the stretch when we get into the second half.
And a good double team here on the near sideline forces a timeout taken by Adrian Sevieri with 55.8 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A 30-second timeout burned by the Eagles, and Eagleville will have it sideline out of bounds right in front of us here on Media Row. 55.8. Good second quarter so far for the Bobcats. Kind of weathered that storm by the Eagles late in the first quarter and early on in the second, and it's a 2-point game.
Yeah, we mentioned the schedule Eagleville played, and when you're playing these lesser teams, when you get those little runs like Eagleville had, you blow them out. And so it's really important for Pickett County to kind of answer, give them a shot back, give them a jab back, say, hey, we're in here for this fight for the next couple of quarters. You're not just going to roll past us. And what have you seen? You've seen the trash talk go down immediately. They started chirping. All of a sudden, Pickett gets a couple of answers, and they've gone quiet again. They are not at their best when they're quiet. Pickett County's got to keep them there.
So out of the timeout will be Eagleville basketball. They'll take it out along the sideline towards the top of the key. We'll throw it into the backcourt as Bega will bring it across the timeline, set up the offense. 51 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Pickett County still in the zone defense, it looks like. Maybe this matchup zone. As they throw it to Sevieri on the right wing. Into the corner it goes now for the Eagles to McLaren and back around. Bega's open on the left wing. Cannot get the basketball. Now he does, but defended by Aminet. 34 seconds to play in the quarter. Cole in the corner, back to Bega from downtown. He lets it fly and hits. He has gotten open way too many times in the first half. It's his third made 3 in the first half, and he is torching the Pickett County defense right now.
Yeah, it's just too easy. He's just camping on the wing, and Pickett County moves away from him defensively. It's too much space. It was a good seal off for Cole, and it's an easy 3.
Kelvin Cobb steps through a double team, throws to Pryor inside, goes up with the right, missed it, tried to tap it back up, couldn't get it to go. Rebound Bega with 7 seconds. Eagleville basketball. Sevieri slows it down with 4 seconds, tosses ahead to Bega, mishandles it, got it back, flies it away, blocked by Cobb, and that will take us to halftime. Not a good end to the first half for the Bobcats, but it's a 5-point game, 32-27. Pickett County, some work to do coming up in the second half if they're going to advance here in the Class 1A state tournament. You're listening to the Class 1A quarterfinals between Pickett County and Eagleville. It's presented by Livingston Regional Hospital on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Mayberry's Furniture has been family-owned and operated since 1946 and is now serving the Upper Cumberland with locations in both Crossville and Cookville, offering the largest array of solid wood furniture and mattresses in the area. They also provide a best price guarantee and in-house service and delivery. Stop into their 15,000 square foot showroom at 1020 South Willow Avenue in Cookville to see their selection of Amish solid wood, flex steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, and much more today. Mayberry's Furniture is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the high school football game of the week on the UCR Media Network. Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Tee-Up is the Upper Cumberland's best indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art golf simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. Want to know where you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. They also have plenty of other games to enjoy time with friends. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teeupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee-Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
At the Quality Family, we believe care isn't just a service, it's a promise.
Whether you're bouncing back from surgery, navigating a serious illness, or need essential equipment to stay independent,
We provide skilled home health, compassionate hospice, and reliable DME services right where you need them most. At home.
Covering communities in Kentucky and Tennessee, we're in your corner.
The Quality Family. Trusted care right where life happens.
Box Drop Cookeville is the easiest way to buy an affordable mattress, specializing in clearance and closeouts directly from the manufacturers. They're able to pass huge savings onto you. Make an appointment to see their warehouse full of selections including big-name hybrid and memory foam alongside traditional springs that are among some of the coolest to touch mattresses on the market. Call Brandon Lane at 931-349-7066 to make your appointment today. Box Drop Cookeville has been proud to serve Cookeville since 2018. Turfmasters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. They also provide snow and ice removal during the cold winter months. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turfmasters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this brand new construction on the Caney Fork River in Sparta. This home sits on 1.6 acres with 190 feet of river frontage and boasts 2,300 square feet of living space with a spacious two-car garage. Enjoy the river views from your beautiful expanded covered porch. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential, multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, has been supporting student athletes in the Upper Cumberland area since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Back here in the Glass House, this is UCR. I'm Jacob Vincent. That's Noah McKay. Madison McKay on the scoreboard. Goose is next to us. We've got CJ, we've got Jonathan, we've got Ian. Cameron is out here as well. Everybody out here for Pickett County and Eagleville in the gym, boots on the ground as we have been for 2 straight weeks now in the girls' state tournament and now in the boys' state tournament. And as we have been for every single Pickett County basketball game this season, the exclusive broadcasting partner of Pickett County basketball this season. And it's been a fun ride so far. The Bobcats have some work to do here at halftime. It's 32-27, down by 5. They cut it as close as 2. Haven't been able to get it tied or take a lead here closer to halftime. And we'll see what they can do to start this second half. Not a good end of the first half, giving up that open 3 on the left wing to James Vega.
There's just been some moments where it's been a couple of lapses for Pickett County. Now, the good news is it doesn't feel like, Jacob, they played very well so far, and they're only down 5 against a very good Eagleville team. So if they can come back out here and play Bobcat basketball, they're going to have a chance to win this game. I mean, they're right there in it. It's a 2-score game. Things haven't gone great. Really, I think a couple of areas they're going to have to improve, but they got to limit the threes. I mean, there have been way too many open threes. Really fortunate the Eagles only 6 of 16 because the vast majority of those 16 threes have been relatively uncontested. And that's something Lee J. Amonette talked about pregame. They have to contest shots, and if we can contest their shots, they're going to struggle. They haven't contested their shots much from long range, and then when they have, Eagle has been able to get these tip-out offensive rebounds. They had only 5 on the scoreboard. Feels like they were more than that, and I wonder if some of these tips they're not scoring as rebounds because it depends on who's keeping your stats over on the sidelines. They've had some key tip outs and second chance buckets in this game. Pickett County's going to have to limit that, and then offensively, you know, Abram Phillips had a good stretch in there. Kelvin Cobb was 7. You look at Cole J. Amonette, and you say that's a guy who's going to have to take over this basketball game. 6 points in the first half, just 2 of 9 from the field, however, 0 of 2 from long range after scoring over 30 against Eagleville. He is a matchup advantage for Pickett County. Cole J. is going to have to get rolling in this second half for the Bobcats to advance to the semifinals.
Leading scorers in the first half for both sides. Nathaniel Cobb leads the way for the Bobcats with 8. Kelvin Cobb has 7, and then Cole J. there with 6. Abrams got 4, and Brody has 2. Brody also has 7 rebounds, 4 of those offensive boards, and Pickett County is now actually out-rebounding Eagleville 17-13 and 7-5 in the offensive board category. On the other side for Eagleville, Pickett County's got to figure out a way to slow down James Bega. He's got 14 points. He's 3 of 6 from downtown and has just been wide open on a lot of those takes from outside. You slow him down, you can get back into this game. The next closest guy is 6 points from Owen McLaren.
Yeah, and Bega's the key, and he's the engine, right? And there were moments where they started to get in transition, where Pickett County gave up a steal, maybe just with a little lack of focus, and then they start talking, right? And if they come out here and have a fast start to this third quarter, you're going to have to deal with a big Eagleville crowd and them talking smack. It's on Pickett County to limit their ability to do that with a good start opening for the Bobcats to set the tone here in this second half.
It is a great Eagleville crowd. Of course, they're also here in Rutherford County. They don't have to go too far. The whole school is here in the student section. Pickett County's got a pretty good contingent of their own, but not quite as big as Eagleville, as they are off to our left. Eagleville off to our right. 32-27, Eagleville leads by 5 as we get ready to start the second half of action. Once again, this broadcast today presented by Livingston Regional Hospital. Appreciate them so much for being the presenting sponsor of Pickett County basketball throughout the regular season and throughout this postseason here into the state tournament. We've got more basketball coming up tomorrow. Smith County and Upperman have already punched their ticket to the semifinals. Pickett County needs a big second half to do that, where they would take on the winner of Unaka or Humboldt at 7:15 tomorrow night. And then Jackson County will take on Hampton later on tonight at 8:45 in the final game of the day, as they will try to get into the semifinals.
Hey, we're going to be here for that too.
We will indeed.
And we're going to post real pictures that we took from here.
Yep. With real basketballs.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a good point. It's important that we're honest about kids that are being photographed.
Eagleville starts with the basketball first, moving from left to right. They lead by 5. Pickett County on defense, still in the zone as they come out here in the second half. Camden Cole from way downtown. It is way short, and it's rebounded by Pickett County. That's a gift for the Bobcats right there.
He can take that shot every time down the floor. And if they beat you because he's taking 35-foot threes. No problem with that.
Yeah, that was beyond the men's three-point line here at MTSU. Here's Abram Phillips as Pryor hits the deck. He was tied up with Cole inside. He now catches. This is Amonette on the left wing. Facing up now against McLaren defensively. Amonette will back it up with the right-handed hip-high dribble. Drives to the left side. Stops in the mid-range. Kicks it right side. Baseline for Cobb. He spins. Gets underneath the basket and tripped up. May have been a foul. They let it go, and it's a turnover. James Bega will push the other way. Bega with the basketball, slows it down, hands off. Right back to Bega, now into the corner. Goers drives baseline, underneath, up and under, and it's good with the right hand. Great take by Drake Goers for his first score of the day. Now Pickett County at the other end. It's 34-27. Eagleville leads 1 minute into the second half. Phillips will give off to Cobb on the right wing, free throw line extended. Looks underneath, now skips it over to Calvin on the left side. Fires the three, on the way, just a little bit strong. Almost another offensive board, but it's tapped out of bounds. Last touch by the Eagles. Pickett County will have it, baseline out of bounds.
That was an incredible pass and a really good look for Kelvin. Just a hair too strong, but you like that look if you're Lee J. Amonette.
Amonette will inbound on the B and Blue Raiders along the baseline. Throws in. This is Cobb around to Pryor. Top the key right side now. Kelvin. Nathaniel cuts through. Can't get it to him. Now he does throw it into the post. Nathaniel, tough catch. Goes up. He got fouled. and another late whistle, but another right call, and it will be 2 shots at the Keesling Insurance free throw line for Nathaniel Cobb. This one is called on Owen McLaren, his second personal.
Listen, I'm all for letting them play, but shoulder check in midair is a foul, and
Correct.
thankfully they got it right.
So Nathaniel will step to the strike at the Keesling Insurance free throw line. It's his first trip there, and he knocks down the first free throw. Keesling Insurance, since 1985, they've provided insurance solutions for individuals and businesses in Byrdstown with auto, home, and life insurance options to choose from. Local team at Keesling Insurance have the solution for you. As that second free throw just barely falls through, you can call them at 931-864-3116 for more information today. 10 points now for Nathaniel. Back to a 5-point game. 6.5 remaining here in the third. Almost a steal by Nathaniel. Bega kicks in the corner. Nichols fakes on the 3. Good defense there by Kelvin and Nathaniel. As Cole now drives inside, middle of the lane. Right-handed shot off the window and good. Camden Cole's got 7 for the Eagles, and back to a 7-point lead. It's kind of been teetering here between 7 and 4 for most of this game. Amonette on the right baseline to a cutting Cobb in the lane. He got fouled again. They let it go. Got his own rebound back up. Probably got fouled again. Still fighting for the rebound. Nathaniel's got it. Trying to go back up for a third time, and they're going to call a jump ball as Cole got a hand on the basketball. It'll stay with the Wildcats underneath.
The reason that fouls exist is because if you hit somebody on the arm, you can't finish your shot. He got smacked on the forearm several times. The official looking right at it doesn't call anything. That is not letting them play. That is letting them cheat. You cannot play basketball if your forearm is getting hit.
Fortunately, the Bobcats will have it after the change of possession. They inbound to Cobb along the baseline. Now top of the key, Pryor off to Cobb. Setting a screen is Amonette. He brings it around top of the key. Pryor's got a mismatch inside of McLaren. They're trying to get it inside to him. He's still posting him up. Throw to right side, Kelvin. Now a tough catch by Pryor. He makes it, goes up with the right hand, finishes. Had the double team on him and got it anyways.
It's a great job by Brody. He tips it to himself, and now a near steal. And Nathaniel got hit up high with an elbow.
Yeah, Kelvin was in the face there of Cole, and Cole rips through and caught him with the elbow. He's toughing it out. Back down the floor we go. 5-point game. 5:31 to go in the third. Cole tosses to Camden Cole at the right elbow, spins in the lane. Good defense. Kick out. McLaren can't let him get open. He misses the 3 though, and it's rebounded by Phillips. Pickett County now on the run. Amonette across the timeline. Nichols defending from behind. Amonette's got the basketball. He got fouled again. That's deflected 1,000%. It goes out of bounds. They make the right call. I don't know why that was a question. It'll stay with Pickett County here on the near sideline.
These guys stink.
I don't know why Cole J. Amonette would throw a pass straight out of bounds if it wasn't deflected.
Well, he would if he got hit on the forearm.
That too. Phillips inbounds to Pryor on the left wing. Pickett County basketball trailing by 5. 5:10 remaining here in the third. Got to go on a run. Amonette gets to the middle of the lane, rises up and cannot finish. Rebound tipped down, and Nathaniel Cobb gets fouled on the rebound attempt. He jumped up and got rooted out, and it's another foul on Owen McLaren. That's now the third on the senior.
And right now, what Pickett County's doing a better job of it in the first half, getting after the offensive glass. They're going up strong. They've got a couple of offensive rebounds, and they got a foul there. That has to continue as they look to erase a 5-point deficit.
Yeah, they're dominating the glass, out-rebounding Eagleville by 11. Baseline out of bounds again. They get it in. Pryor, top of the key, gives off to Nathaniel. Now Amonette's got it, defended tightly by Cole. Throws it right side to Kelvin Cobb. Now Phillips with the basketball with 4:52 remaining here in the third quarter. Cobb on the left wing, looks around as he holds the ball in the triple threat position. Dumps it down low. Pryor goes up with the right, and he is fouled. Tremendous pick and roll there for Brody Pryor. He'll be at the Keesling Insurance free throw line for 2. And it goes inside on Gabe Cole. That's his second personal foul. And Pryor will step to the free throw line for the first time today.
And I said great roll because Brody set a screen. It didn't even really make contact, but as soon as his teammate went by, he just rolled straight down. Nobody got with him until it was too late. He's inside. Would have been a great and one, but a big made free throw.
Pryor good on the first. The second one, he fires away with the right hand, and it is just a little bit strong. It pops out. First miss of the day for the Bobcats from the Keesling Insurance free throw line. Quickly at the other end, this pass deflected and stolen away. The Bobcats almost created a turnover. It's stolen back by Gabe Cole. And now Nichols out to Bega. Another open look on the way, and he hit another 3. Timeout on the floor taken by Eagleville with 4.5 to play here in the third as James Bega hits the kick out 3 after the steal by Cole. Makes it a 7-point lead for Eagleville. It is a full timeout. We'll step aside. You're listening to the Class 1A State Quarterfinals presented by Livingston Regional Hospital on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. 4:30 remaining here in the third quarter. It's a 39-32 lead for the Eagleville Eagles after James Bega knocks down another three. He's got 17 on the day and 4 made triples. Coach McLaren having a chat with the official on the baseline. Coach McLaren called a timeout, called a full timeout, and then used about 15 seconds of the full timeout. He does have a 30-second timeout remaining still. But he's been a coach there for 8 seasons, 15 seasons before that at Forest.
And I don't understand taking a timeout period. You just hit a huge three.
Yeah.
You have all the momentum, and your team is rolling, and you burn the timeout, and you give Pickett County a chance to catch their breath and reset.
Well, it was a 4-point game. Is now 7. Phillips on the right wing for the answer. A little bit short, may have been blocked. A fight for the rebound. He's standing out of bounds, and it will be Pickett County basketball underneath as Gabe Cole had the basketball, but his hand was on the baseline. And so Amonette will inbound. Baseline out of bounds now right side underneath the basket for the Bobcats. Inbound to Cobb, and around it comes to Kelvin. Kelvin on the top of the key, looks left side, gives off to Amonette in the middle of the lane, trying to step through it. He had it stripped free. Now a fight for the basketball on the floor. No whistles, and it's thrown ahead to James Bega. He races ahead. Phillips bearing down, goes up with the right and got the finish. James Bega is having himself a game. He's got 19, and it's now a 9-point lead at 41-32. They match their biggest lead of the game.
I mean, I'll be honest, I don't watch every Eagleville game, but I've seen him 3 times now. He should have been their Mr. Basketball.
He's their best player.
He's clearly their best player. Clearly.
Yeah.
And every game I've seen him play, he's clearly their best player.
Cobb trying to skip it right side. Another turnover by the Bobcats. It's gone from bad to worse here in this third quarter with 3:29 remaining. And now Eagleville will slow it down as Bega brings it across the timeline up the left side. 41-32. Bobcats cannot afford to give up a basket here. Nichols with the basketball. Top of the key, goes right side. Kicks in the corner. Gabe Cole throws to Bega in the post. He gets underneath. He goes up, and he is fouled by Kelvin Cobb.
I wouldn't mind a timeout here if you're Lee J. Amonette. We've seen a lot of games in this arena over the years. The teams that win are the ones that answer the call, and right now Eagleville's answering the call. They're making the winning plays. They're getting out in transition. They're being active with their hands defensively. They're hitting big shots. They're getting to the line. They are doing the things that it takes to win state tournament games. Pickett County, they got 11 minutes. They're going to have to start doing those things or they're going to lose.
James Bega has 20 points with 3:12 to play in the third quarter against a really solid Pickett County defense. Second free throw on the way. That one rims out no good. He splits a pair, but he's got 20, and it's a 10-point lead. Biggest lead of the ball game for Eagleville. 3:05 remaining here in this third frame. Pickett County basketball. They need a basket right now. Kelvin Cobb will throw to Phillips on the left wing. Skip pass. Amonette in the corner. Fires the three, and it's blocked out of bounds by Cole. Gabe Cole, for the second time, racing into the corner, uses his athleticism and swats it out of bounds. It'll stay with Pickett County as Amonette will have to inbound on that far sideline towards the end of the Pickett County bench. Phillips now will trigger it in. He throws into Pryor on the right wing. Give it back into the corner. Amonette catches, slip pass inside. Cobb, right hand is good for 2.
That's great offense for Pickett County. It was a perfectly designed play. Nathaniel just works across to the block. A great feed from Amonette. They need more of that.
A little bit of pressure here by the Bobcats. A little three-quarter court pressure. Now they bring it into the front court. Sevieri with the basketball. Will give over to Bega. He thought about flying that one away from outside. Gives to Sevieri. On the right wing, defended by Phillips. 2.5 remaining here in the third quarter. It's 42-34. Sevieri drives, dumps off. Whistle. And a kicked ball violation on the Bobcats. It'll stay underneath with the Eagles.
And right now, this is the exact opposite script of the 2 regular season meetings. It's Eagleville in
it
control.
Is. Yeah.
Hopefully,
maybe that's a good thing.
Pickett County can do what Eagleville did in the last couple of meetings.
They inbound it to Cole in the post, runs into a brick wall of Brody Pryor. Got away with a travel, fakes on the jump shot, and then he did travel and puts it up and in. I don't know how that's legal. Changed his pivot foot and put it up and in for 2. And Camden Cole's got a basket. He's got 9. Here's Kelvin Cobb on the top of the key. We'll throw it right side. I honestly don't know what a travel is anymore. Here's Phillips on the left wing. He fires the 3. That one is good. A big shot and a first-choice family care 3 by Abram Phillips. Timeout taken by Pickett County with 2:04 remaining in the third. They needed it. They got it. We'll step aside. You're listening to the 1A State Quarterfinals presented by Livingston Regional Hospital on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Real Estate Collective is a team of experienced, licensed real estate agents serving the entire Upper Cumberland region. Whether you are looking to buy or sell, the RICO team is ready to serve you. With a focus on people over profits, you can rest assured the Real Estate Collective can help make your real estate dreams a reality. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Well, that was a huge three by Abram Phillips to cut the lead back to 7. 44-37, Pickett County trails with 2:04 remaining here in the third quarter. Bobcats definitely not out of this basketball game, but they got to get stops on the other end.
Yeah, and we talk about what it takes to win in the state tournament. You got to get answers. You got to answer the call, and that is a big answer from Abram Phillips. But it all starts on defense, and it just hasn't quite been there. There's just been one breakdown here, one breakdown there. There haven't been stops strung together yet for this Bobcats team. They're going to need that in the next 10 minutes.
Some full court pressure out of the timeout. Eagleville able to break it. James Vega got loose on the right wing. He fires another three. That one was almost an air ball. It goes out of bounds, and smartly Pryor lets it go out of bounds. He did not touch the basketball. It will be Bobcats basketball. All of the Eagles saying he touched it. He very clearly did not touch it. 1:53 to play here in the third quarter. Pickett County ball trailing by 7. They've been as close as 2 so far. Here's Amonette driving. Baseline pass. Kelvin catches in the corner. He'll bring it around the perimeter. Stops right back to Amonette in the left side. Top of the key for Phillips. Now Nathaniel on the right wing. Pryor posting up inside. Skip past Kelvin. Amonette drives, splits the defense. Shot fake, dumps it off Cobb. Right hand, no good. Got his own rebound off the window and good for the putback.
Nathaniel was huge in that game against Eagleville at Eagleville. He's starting to find his stride. First team all Upper Cumberland for a reason. They're back within 5. This is a ball game again.
5-point game and 6 points now in the quarter for Cobb. He's got 14 in the game. Vega in a double team. Skips it over to Sevieri here on the near side up towards the half-court line. 1:13 remaining before the end of the third quarter. Sevieri on the right wing faces up on Phillips. Tries to drive. He is cut off, and a foul is called on Abram Phillips. Maybe 2 hands, but it's a pretty handsy hand check foul called on Abram Phillips. His first. Nobody in foul trouble. Cobb, Pryor, and Cobb all have 2, and Phillips has 1. And everybody for Eagleville with 1, except for Cole. He has 2, and McLaren has 3. So a little bit of foul trouble on the other side for Eagleville. 1 minute remaining here in the third. Eagleville basketball working from left to right. They try to throw it into Cole. A tough catch. He gets a screen, tries to drive. He's cut off, stripped free, and stolen away. Pickett County's got the basketball down by 5. 50 seconds to play in the third. Amonette probes his way into the front court. Now a right-handed hip-high dribble. The 5-second count is on. He tries to create the separation. He passes off to Cobb. He looks underneath. Now Pryor hands off. Amonette drives. Amonette inside, underneath. Bounce pass out to Phillips. Fakes the 3. Gets inside. Now back out in the corner and up top to Nathaniel Cobb. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Hard screen set by Pryor's. Nathaniel drifts to the right side. Skips it back to Amonette. 24 seconds. This is great defense by Eagleville. Nathaniel, right baseline pass. Double team. Gets inside. Goes up. And he finishes. What a finish there for Nathaniel Cobb, who has taken over here in the third quarter. And it's a 3-point game. 44-41. Now Cole trying to bring it ahead, and he will be fouled again by Abram Phillips. That's the second personal on Phillips. Not a bad foul with 7.2 seconds remaining here in the third. It's only the team's third.
This is a big-time answer by Pickett County. They were down. Everything was going Eagleville's way. They need one more stop to have that momentum into the fourth.
7-0 run after the timeout, and that one deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Calvin Cobb of the Bobcats. It'll stay again with the Eagles, but this time deeper into that right corner on the sideline, kind of that coffin corner with 6.6 seconds remaining here in the third. They're not even going to guard the inbounds here. Nichols looking around, tries to throw it underneath, and they threw it out of bounds through the hands of Vega. It will be Pickett County basketball with 5.3 seconds remaining in the third. They trail by 3.
Come hit a shot and send this place into bedlam and really throw a haymaker.
Amonette trying to bring it ahead against the Eagleville defense. He races past 2 defenders. 2 seconds. Amonette is put it up, and it's blocked. There was so much body in there. I don't know how that's not a foul. 44-41 at the end of 3, and they're just letting them go here at the end of the third quarter. We'll step aside in the Class 1A state quarterfinals.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Come on, ref.
That's simple human sense.
SwallowsInsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do. Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR.
Pickett County trailed 44-34. It's now a 44-41 ball game as we begin the fourth quarter of action here in the quarterfinals of the Class 1A state tournament between Pickett County and Eagleville. The Eagles start with the basketball first, moving from left to right. They lead by 3. Here is James Bega with the basketball. Will throw it to Owen McLaren on the right wing. Back in there playing with 3 personal fouls. Eagleville moving the basketball around the top of the perimeter. Now Cole drives inside, draws some contact, and a blocking foul is called on Kelvin Cobb, who was moving just slightly. He picks up his 3rd personal foul, and it will be 2 shots at the line for Camden Cole with 7:36 to go in the basketball game.
And something that's going to be critical here for Pickett County. They're not in foul trouble yet, but once you get to that 3 mark, you can be there in a hurry. That bit them majorly in the last game against Eagleville. They can't have that happen today.
So Camden Cole steps to the stripe. He's got 9 points today. He's 3 for 3 from the free throw line so far. His first free throw, as he takes his time, bends at the knees and lets it fly, is nothing but nets. He's got 10. Pryor's Auto Spot is home of the best truck and car repair service in Birdstown. The expert mechanics at Pryor's Auto Spot are ready to get you back on the road quickly and professionally. Call 931-864-3926 to set up an appointment and get a clear estimate with no hidden costs. Pryor's Auto Spot is proud to support the Pickett County Bobcats and Lady Bobcats. 2 makes at the line for Camden Cole, the Mr. Basketball finalist. He's got 11 points as our Milestone Physical Therapy scoreboard reads 46-41 in favor of the Eagles with 7:28 remaining here in the fourth. Pickett County basketball back down by 5. Amonette's got it on the right wing, picks up his dribble and tosses around Phillips. Now Calvin on the left side, throws to Nathaniel on the baseline. Pryor at the elbow, left wing. Looks around, spins, great spin move to the right hand, he finishes.
Sensational move by Brody Pryor, an explosive spin towards the baseline and a contested lay-in.
3-point game again, 46-43, 7:04 to play. Goers in the backcourt, tosses to Nichols into the front court, left side. He looks at the defense, Pickett County trying to create a turnover. Nichols tosses in the corner, McLaren. Eagleville with the basketball, they have led all game long. Pickett County had a 3-point lead very early on in the first quarter. And Eagleville's led by as many as 10 in the second half.
And they have gotten down and defended the past few minutes.
Cobb went for the steal, kick in the corner. McLaren open for 3. It's short, no good. It's rebounded by Pickett County. The Bobcats have it again. Phillips wrestling it away, and he will be fouled. Not a smart foul there by Jackson Nichols. He picks up his first personal.
Yeah, that was a 10-second count, staring Pickett County in the face, and they got the foul call out of it. An opportunity to get within 1 or tie on this possession.
6.5 to go here in the quarterfinals. Winner moving on to the semifinals tomorrow night at 7:15 against the winner of our next game in Unaka and Humboldt. 46-43. Pickett County's gotten it as close as 2 so far here in this ball game since the first quarter. On the drive, Amonette is fouled. Floater just a little bit short. It will be 2 shots at the Keesling Insurance free throw line for the sophomore.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It is time for Cole J. Amonette and Nathaniel Cobb to take this basketball game over and send the Bobcats into the Final Four.
Big foul there. Owen McLaren, a senior, picks up his 4th personal. And Cole J. from 15 feet away knocks it down.
They have not blinked in the face of adversity. A very young Pickett County team. Fourth quarters have not been their friend here recently, but so far they're playing well.
Gabe Cole checks in for McLaren, who checks out with those 4 fouls. Second free throw good, and it's a 1-point game. Cole J with 8. It's 46-45, 6:20 to play. Camden Cole will bring it across the timeline with a right-handed dribble, gives to Bega. Bega will step up. He'll fly away another deep ball, and he's got another. You have to guard him, and they have not guarded him all game long. He's got 23 points and 5 made threes.
I mean, he had plenty of time. Nobody closed out on him. He stepped up, able to take his time. That's shooting practice.
Amonette on the drive. That's a great finish with the right hand off the window. Cole J has his first field goal since the first quarter. Now a foul's going to be whistled on Nathaniel Cobb as Eagleville is trying to get out and run. That's the third personal now on Nathaniel, so both of the Cobbs have 3 fouls with 5:52 to play in the fourth.
Great foul. They got out and running immediately. Pickett County was not back in transition. He tried to slide in front. He committed the foul, but it stops the transition opportunity. They can get into their defense.
So James Bega with all 23 of his points now defended by Kelvin Cobb. Pickett County's been in the zone for most of the game. It looks like they're not a man-to-man or at least a switching zone. Here is Cole. He traveled again, got away with it. And again, I have no clue what a travel is. He steps through and puts it in for 2. He stepped in the middle of the lane and ended up at the rim. Here's Cole J. Amonette with the basketball. He drives right hand. Good finish again for Cole J. He's got 6 straight for the Bobcats, and it's a 2-point game. Almost a turnover, but Nichols right there. Tosses to Cole. He brings it across the timeline. Now he tries to drive in the lane. He dumps it off, and Gabe Cole puts it in for 2. That's a great cut to the basket by what I assume is his brother. And a timeout taken by Eagleville's a 30-second timeout with 5:17 to play here in the fourth quarter, 53-49. We've talked about it a lot in this game, and especially at halftime. Does Pickett County change up the defense at some point late in this game?
Well, that time you saw the 3 fouls playing a role for Nathaniel because it was a dish across. He could have gone for the contest on the lay. If he does, though, he likely gets his 4th. He lets it go. And again, Eagleville just insisted on breaking their own runs with timeouts. I think that's a gift for Pickett County. We'll see if they change their defense. But, yeah, they're going to have to figure something out because that time they could have kicked out to another open shooter in the corner. Something's got to change on that end, and it starts with getting back in transition off of makes. Cole J's putting on the cape right now. He is getting to the basket, giving them a chance offensively, but they have to get back quicker on the defensive end.
Amonette up to 12 points in the contest. He's got 6 on the last 3 possessions for Pickett County. It's a 4-point lead for Eagleville, 53-49 with 5:17 to play here in the basketball game. Pickett County basketball out of the Eagleville timeout. Amonette walking ahead with a right-handed dribble across the NT logo at midcourt. Looks to his left as Phillips walks and sets a screen. Used by Amonette, drives to the baseline, left side, cut off by Sevieri, gets in the middle of the lane, stops, kicks, and turned it over. Threw it straight into the hands of Jackson Nichols. So Nichols now will slow it down as Cole brings it into the front court. Eagleville with a 4-point lead in the ball with 4:50 to play. Driving, Cole lost it, got it back, and blocked from behind by Pryor, but in the hands of Bega. He jumps up, kicks, Sevieri a 3. It is no good off the front of the iron, and the rebound stolen away, and Pickett County fortunate to end up with the basketball. Cobb on the run now. Right lane side, stops, 10-foot jumper is good. Smart play there by Nathaniel Cobb as James Bega was trying to bait him into a charge. He knocks down the jumper. 2-point game again, 53-51.
That's what we see at the college level. Don't just barrel in and give up an offensive foul as Abram Phillips just got clocked and he is slow to get up.
4:20 to play here in the fourth. Cole driving, kicks on the left wing. There's James Bega wide open again. Nobody within 10 feet, and he missed the 3, but it's a tip-out rebound for the Eagles. Camden Cole tries the 3. It's short, no good. Got his own rebound, drives inside, and finishes for 2.
That is a bad defensive sequence for Pickett County. 3 wide open lays for the 2 most dangerous players on the floor. You cannot have that.
Now Amonette, he gets bumped, no call. Kelvin Cobb swings it around. Amonette on the perimeter, throws to Phillips on the right side. 4-point game, 3:50 to go. Amonette give back to Phillips on the right wing. Free throw line extended. Puts it on the deck. Spins around. He drives. Phillips goes up and blocked by Gabe Cole. He's having a heck of a basketball game defensively. Now Sevieri on the run for the Eagles. 2-on-1. Bounces off and threw it out of bounds. That is a fortunate turnover. Otherwise, it would have been an easy 6-point lead. Instead, it's Pickett County basketball after they threw it straight out of bounds.
That's a great job by Brody Pryor, too. He uses his wingspan to cut off the passing lane, and instead of just going up for the lay, he tried to force the pass, and it goes out of bounds.
3.5 to go here in the quarterfinals. 2 of the best teams in the 1A classification. Pickett County has not been able to beat Eagleville in 4 tries in the last 2 years. All of them have been close games. Here is Amonette on the right wing. Back around to Cobb, top of the key. Back to Amonette, right side. Looks underneath, skip pass. Kelvin catches. And back up top to Phillips with 3:10 to go in the basketball game. A dangerous pass is caught by Pryor. Gets inside and finishes for 2.
Nice job by Brody Pryor to turn. He has a defender right there. He doesn't panic, just slides around him and lays it in.
The Bobcats have gotten it to a 1-point game and a 2-point game, but have not been able to get it tied or take a lead. They need a stop. Outside, Sevieri thought about a 3 from the left side with 2:50 remaining in a 2-point ball game.
And that's who you give up that space to. If he wants to trigger it from that far away, he can. It's not Cole or Bega, though.
He drives, he is fouled, and this guy just called a foul. He was literally standing in the backcourt and called a foul underneath the basket. Again, it may have been a foul, but this guy is standing in the backcourt. I don't know why he was all the way back here.
Yeah, he was closer to us than he was to the front court.
But Camden Cole puts it in for 2 and finishes. He'll be at the line for 1. Foul was whistled on Brody Pryor. It was his third personal. Cole at the stripe with 2:42 to go to try to extend to a 5-point lead. He is good. 3-point play for Camden Cole, and Eagleville has a 5-point lead with 2:40 to play. Amonette brings it across, up the middle of the floor. Phillips on the right wing. Swings around Pryor, right back to Phillips. He looks, Amonette comes over a screen. It's deflected, out of bounds, saved back in. It does go out, and it will be Pickett County basketball, fortunately. Otherwise, there was another break for the Eagles back the other way.
And that's what you want. You got to go after that ball. It looked like it was going to go out, but all of a sudden Cole came flying around and almost had a save, and that would have been a potential dagger.
So Pickett County inbounds here on the near sideline near half court. 2:25 to go. Bobcats need a basket. Nathaniel Cobb on the left wing. Looks inside, throws to Kelvin. Little high-low, back to Nathaniel. Now a bounce pass to Pryor on the baseline. Double team on him. Back top of the key, Amonette. He drives. Amonette right hand high in the air. Cannot get it to go. Tipped around. Bobcats fighting for it. Phillips has it. He goes inside. He is fouled. And Abram Phillips will be at the Keesing Insurance free throw line for 2 shots.
What is this official baseline looking at there?
Absolutely no idea.
I mean, a clear foul. And Abram Phillips did a great job with a strong take in between the defense to get the layup attempt. Man, these guys are bad.
2:05 to go in the basketball game, and Abram Phillips steps to the stripe in a 5-point game, 58-53, as he'll take a deep breath, put the right toe on the nail, and flies it away with the right hand. It's good.
They've been really good at the free throw line in this game. There's still plenty of time, Jacob. Going to have to ratchet up some of the traps, hope for a miss. Now they may get an open 3. It'll happen, but you got to start selling out to force some turnovers if you're the Bobcats.
58-54, 2:05 to play here in the fourth. One more on the way from the Keesing Insurance free throw line. Phillips is good as it rattles home, 2 for 2, as Pickett County has only missed 1 free throw today. They're 13 of 14. 58-55, Eagleville basketball. Sevieri into the front court on the left wing. Double team comes. He jumps up and throws it cross court, and it's picked off by Kelvin Cobb. Now a fight on the ground. Bega picks it back up for the Eagles. Should have been a steal for Pickett County.
Yeah, Kelvin had it, and he lost his footing trying to come back to the basketball as it rolled behind him.
1:46 to go. Nichols defended by Kelvin Cobb. Trying to drive, creates a little separation. Pickett County trying to bring some high-pressure defense. Cole trying to drive on Cobb. Takes it inside, kicks on the wing. Bega doesn't take the 3, drives baseline, and a foul is whistled on Pickett County. I think they're going to get Cole J with the personal. It's just his first, so that's who you want committing the fouls right now. It's the team's 4th with 93 seconds to go in a 3-point game, so they're out of fouls to give.
The game in Eagleville, Cole missed a bunch of free throws late. You don't usually think of fouling a Mr. Basketball finalist, but it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
They inbound to Camden Cole, and he'll back it up to the half-court line, defended by Nathaniel Cobb. He gets past him. He'll drive inside, goes with the right hand, and a blocking foul is called. As Abram Phillips tried to take a charge, that dude was calling a blocking foul before the shot was even going down through the hoop.
He couldn't wait.
He literally could not wait.
He almost came out of his shoes right on the floor.
Teddy Valentine jumped to the half-court line to call the blocking foul. Basket good by Cole. He'll be at the line for 1 as he tries to hype up the Eagleville crowd. They now lead by 5 with 1:24 to go. It has been a very, very tough whistle against the Bobcats today. Cole takes a deep breath and lets the free throw fly. It's good. He's had a big fourth quarter. 12 points in the quarter. 61-55. Pickett County trails 1:19 to go. They need a 3. Here is Amonette on the left wing, dumps it down low. Cobb, a tough catch in the middle of the lane, kicks it back out and turned it over. Gabe Cole stole the pass away. 1:09 to go. Eagleville with the ball and a 6-point lead. Here is Camden Cole now with the basketball. A double team comes. Nichols at the half-court line is going to be fouled by Amonette. So it'll be 2 free throws for Jackson Nichols, who has not attempted any today. He's got 3 points. It's the second personal foul on Amonette with 1 minute to go. And the Bobcats need misses.
They need misses, and they've got to still play their game on the offensive end. They're just getting a little bit off kilter, and it's leading to errant passes and turnovers the other way as Eagleville is playing really solid on the defensive end in the fourth quarter.
And Nichols is good on the first. It is a senior-heavy ball club. 5 starters, 6 total seniors for this Eagleville team. Nichols at the line. Second free throw is good. He goes 2 for 2. And it's an 8-point lead, 63-55, 1 minute to go. Amonette brings it ahead for Pickett County. On the top of the key, bounces off, almost turned it over, got it back, drives in, right-hand floater is good for 2, and a timeout taken by Coach Amonette. I think it's going to be a full timeout taken by Pickett County after the 2-point bucket by Cole J, who has played very well here in this fourth quarter. He's got 8 points, up to 14 on the game. It's 63-57 with 51 seconds to play. Eagleville is in the bonus. No fouls remaining to give for Pickett County. 2 timeouts remaining now for both sides.
Yeah, the name of the game right now is stretch this basketball game. So trap immediately, try to get a steal. If you can't get a steal, you foul and you need some misses. Got to go down to the other end. There is still time, but math working against the Bobcats, and while Pickett County's been great at the line, Eagleville's been every bit as good. They're exactly the same. Each team's only missed 1 free throw so far, 13 of 14. Been a pretty well-played game so far, but Eagleville's just made a couple of more plays to this point.
63-57, Eagleville basketball have to go the length of the floor with 51 seconds to go. Out of the timeout, Nichols inbounds, catch made by Sevieri, back to Nichols. Defended by Pryor and Phillips. He picks up, tosses ahead. Cole barely makes the catch, diving out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Eagleville here on the near sideline.
Great effort by Cole Amonette as he literally dove to try to keep that one in bounds. It was very close, but the official says it stays with the Eagles.
44.4 seconds on the timer. Once again, the clock on the screen, not official, but as close as it can be. Inbound goes to Bega, almost turned over and somehow ripped it away again. There have been so many of those where it's been loose on the ground, and Bega wins the 50-50. Another foul committed by Cole J. Amonette. What the heck is the official stepping towards Cole J for?
Well, Cole just flopped like crazy, meaning Camden Cole. He flopped, and the official comes running in. Yeah, you know, it's amazing. You have games where you could tell, and now Cole has some blood on him, Cole J, that is. You could tell the officials who have no chance of officiating a game on Saturday. That dude has no chance of officiating a game on Saturday.
I mean, literally just a simple body foul. And like you said, Cole goes flying backwards like he wasn't going to call the foul. They're trying to foul with 38 seconds to play. It puts Camden Cole at the line in a 63-57 ball game. And Camden Cole has been perfect at the stripe today. 7 for 7. He's got 21 points.
We were talking about this yesterday, and this may come as a surprise to some people. One thing we learn in these tournaments, and we go around the state, we got the best officiating in the state of Tennessee.
We really do.
Holy smokes, some of these areas, God bless you. We got some really good officials in our backyard.
So they're currently trying to wipe up the blood on Cole J. Amonette's arm. He's getting tape, and there's no trainer over there for Pickett County, so it's head coach Lee J. Amonette taping him up. And they get him taped up, and he's back out on the floor ready to go now. And it will be 2 shots at the line for Camden Cole with 38 seconds to go. And that's, I think, a result of Cole J diving on the floor and into the table here on the near sideline a couple of plays ago. Camden's good on the first.
Listen, you've got to tip your cap to Eagleville. They have made big plays and big
100%.
shots. They have capitalized on their opponents' mistakes in this game. They will have earned it if they're able to hang on in this one.
And second free throw, no good. 7-point lead, though, so a 3-possession lead for Eagleville. 34 seconds. Amonette drives, jumps up. He got fouled. They let it go. My goodness, what are we doing? I mean, you guys heard it. I called it when he said he got fouled, and then you heard the whistle a full second later. It'll be 2 shots for Cole J. Amonette at the Kiesling Insurance free throw line. These officials are horrible. Amonette will be at the stripe, though, with 31.3 seconds to play in a 7-point game. His first one is on the way, and it's good.
Cole J. Amonette's a tough kid. I mean, his right arm is scraped from shoulder down beneath the elbow.
That's
just
hard
raw.
as a floor burn as you can get on a hardwood.
And this is a pretty slick floor. I mean, it has some slide to it.
Second free throw, good. He goes 2 for 2 from the Kiesling Insurance free throw line. 5-point game, 64-59. Inbound
Foul.
Cole back to Nichols.
Foul.
Now Cole trying to bring it ahead. He will be fouled by Abram Phillips. That's the 4th on Phillips, and Camden Cole will be back at the stripe with 27 seconds to play in a 5-point game, 64-59. They just keep needing misses. You get 1 miss, you feel okay.
Need a miss, and then at some point you're going to have to nail a 3 or get an and one, and an and one seems very unlikely with this crew. You're going to have to nail a 3.
Yeah, you're not going to get a foul call. Cole at the line, first free throw is good. He has been rock solid at the stripe. He's only had 1 miss today. He is 9 for 10. He'll take his time as he spins it with the 2 hands. Now spins it on the left palm, bends at the knees and flies and connects. 2 for 2 at the stripe. Back to a 7-point lead, 66-59, 25 seconds to go. Amonette ahead. Amonette drives, puts it up with the right hand. He's fouled. He cannot get it to go, but he is back at the Kiesling Insurance free throw line for 2 shots.
You're at the point now. You got to be perfect at the line, but now every time we come down the floor, pull up. You just got to pull up. Low percentage shot, doesn't matter. You have got to pull up and try to get a three and change the complexion of this.
So Amonette again at the line for 2 shots. His first one is good. And again, Pickett County, these are the first 2 teams I have seen in the 2 state tournament weeks that have actually hit free throws. Yep. Nobody else has hit free throws, at least that I have seen in person. Pickett County has 1 miss. Eagleville only 2 misses on the day. Second free throw is good. 2 for 2. 5-point game again, 21 seconds to play. Inbound Vega, he is fouled immediately by Kelvin Cobb. That is now Kelvin's 4th. So the foul's starting to rack up. The bad part here for Pickett County, if somehow they are able to force overtime, everybody's going to be in foul trouble.
You worry about that when you get there.
Correct.
With the first order of business, somebody's got to miss a free throw for Eagleville. They keep going 2 for 2. The game is over.
Well, James Vega will step to the stripe here. He is 2 for 3 so far, and he misses.
Ooh, that was ugly, too.
That's a big miss for the Bobcats in a 5-point game with 20.5 seconds to play in the 4th.
And they got to get this and go. On a make or a miss, you got to go. Abram Phillips is ready in the corner.
He's wide open in the corner. I don't know if Eagleville knows it. Second free throw good by Vega. And a timeout will be taken by Eagleville with 20.5 seconds to play. A full timeout taken by the Eagles, one of their final 2, as Vega makes the second.
When you think about how long it takes to get up the floor, Jacob, it has to be a 3 now. The time for 2s is done because you lay in a 2, you're right back where you were. It's a 4-point game. You still need 2 shots on the other end. You are really only guaranteed 2 more possessions at this point. You could get a 3rd or a 4th, but that's going to be really in the final seconds where you're looking at a heave. So this needs to be a good play drawn up to get in. 1 pass, maximum of 2, get a 3, and then it's got to go. The margin for error is 0 at this point for Pickett County. It is unfortunate that these 2 played because we're about to see several teams play that are at the caliber of these 2 schools.
This is 100% a state championship caliber ball game. We've said it all 3 times they've played, and it has looked exactly like that. These are 2 of the top teams in the classification. And, of course, Jackson County right up there have beaten Pickett County a couple of times in the postseason. So whoever wins this game, you most likely are going to see those Blue Devils in the championship on Saturday.
Somebody has to pull an upset for that to not be the case.
So out of the timeout, it will be Pickett County basketball. Will have to inbound and go the length of the floor, and they will employ a little man-to-man full-court pressure here with 20.5 seconds to go. 67-61. Amonette across the timeline. He is fouled. That's honestly a smart foul by Eagleville. They can't believe it. He did grab him on the arm. Adrian Sevieri picks up the personal.
Keep arguing. Say something crazy.
And it's going to put Cole J. Amonette at the line. And we talked about it in the last game against Beach and Bearden. Foul up 3. It's a similar thing here. You're up by 6. You don't want Pickett County to hit a 3. You foul them and put them at the line for 2 shots.
I think Eagleville should be enraged by that call and start cussing at the officials or something.
And Amonette is no good on the first. It's his first miss today. He was a perfect 8 for 8. At the Kiesling Insurance free throw line before that one. He'll have 1 more in a 6-point game. 17 seconds to go. Second free throw is good. So he splits a pair. Inbound goes to Nichols. He's trapped in the corner. Steps through, lost the basketball, stolen away. Pickett County ball. Amonette drives. Amonette right hand. Good off the window for 2. And a timeout taken by the Bobcats. 3-point game. 67-64. 10.2 seconds to play.
That is a big sequence. Abram Phillips with a good decision. He dishes it to Cole J. Wastes no time, gets inside, rises up for the 2. 1-score game. Now you need the exact same thing. Going to be a baseline inbound here for Eagleville beneath your hoop. You got to sell out, but you've got 1 chance at a trap, and then immediately you have to foul because they need 1 made free throw to push it back to 2 scores. You foul immediately. One thing Lee J. Amonette has in his back pocket is still the timeouts. He can stop the clock off a make, which he just did there. That is a huge play for Pickett County. They are not going quietly into the night.
Cole J. Amonette, sophomore, has 15 points in the 4th quarter. After that made basket, he's got 21 on the ball game to lead the way for the Bobcats. It's 67-64 with 10.2 seconds to play. And now Owen McLaren will come in here for Gabe Cole. That's a smart decision. Very good free throw shooter in Owen McLaren.
If you get a steal, though, you really got to put up a 3. That time, Abram Phillips had an opportunity to shoot the 3. You got to have that discussion. Just shoot the 3.
Vega will inbound. He can run the baseline. Searching. Bounce pass into Sevieri. They do not get the foul immediately. He races ahead, gets the pass off with 6 seconds, and they will get it to Owen McLaren, who is fouled. They ran full 4 seconds off the timer. That is exactly what the Eagles were looking for. As the foul is whistled on Cole J. Amonette. It's his 4th foul, and the senior and Owen McLaren will step to the stripe. He has not played a lot in the second half in some foul trouble. His first free throw is good.
Yeah, they've just been clutch. that was a great design, too, because once you have the trap, somebody's open, and they kept finding the open man to burn those precious seconds off the clock.
That puts Eagleville up by 4. Second free throw is good. He goes 2 for 2. I mean, these two teams have been unbelievable at the stripe today. 69-64, Eagleville leads with 6.1 seconds to go. Pickett County has to race ahead, get a very quick shot, and then call a timeout. Here's Amonette. He'll let it fly from 30 feet, puts it up, and cannot get it to go. Rebound down. Amonette got hit in the face. That's a foul. He got crushed by Camden Cole. Final buzzer sounds. I think it's going to be 2 free throws for Cole J. Amonette, but it's not going to matter in the end.
And he got
He got absolutely rocked in the face by Camden Cole going for the rebound. It was a basketball play, but unfortunately, Cole J takes a shot. He is lying on the floor right in front of us, and it is going to be 2 free throws for him. They put 0.3 on the clock, but unfortunately, it's not going to matter in a 5-point game. So they're still checking on Cole J, who's lying on the floor. The trainer here in-house is attending to him.
And you're right. It was absolutely a basketball play.
It was a long rebound.
The loose ball.
Yep.
And Cole J came flying past. Looks like he's okay back on his feet. It'll be 0.3 seconds. 2 free throws upcoming for Pickett County.
So Cole J.
I think he got poked in the eye.
Well, I think he's got contacts as well. So he's trying to put his contact back in. Yeah, so he got hit in the eye, trying to put the contact back in. I mean, he has been absolutely fighting here in this fourth quarter for the Bobcats. Trying to get that contact back in. He is struggling. The trainer kind of looking at it. He's looking at it. And Cole J maybe shooting these free throws with one eye. He's blinking a few times, taking his time.
Well, make them both. Do you believe in miracles?
With 0.3.
Be the biggest miracle since Bethlehem, but.
And Coach Amonette is going to take his final timeout. It's a 30-second timeout with 0.3 on the clock. 69-64 is the lead for Eagleville, and Cole J will have 2 shots at the Keesing Insurance free throw line out of the timeout. It's not enough time left.
And it is a shame that these two teams got paired up with each other because game lived up to the hype. And you have to give.
It was a battle.
You got to give a ton of credit to Eagleville because, while the game was horrendously officiated, they made so many big shots. Vega, listen. And Pickett County's going to see how often he was open, and that'll, I'm sure, be a regret. But they nailed some big shots, and they were very clutch at the free throw line here in the fourth quarter. And then I think the most impressive thing they did, they got down and defended. Pickett County made their run. They got it back to a score. They were rolling, and they just squatted down a little bit deeper and defended in the half court. And that's what championship teams do.
And there were multiple times where there were 50-50 balls on the floor in this fourth quarter. I can count at least 3, and James Vega got to every single one where it looked like Pickett County was going to have the basketball and a big chance. Out of the timeout, Cole J is back at the Keesing Insurance free throw line. He fires away the first free throw, and it's good. So the contact is back in, and he knocks it down. He's got 16 in the fourth quarter. He'll have one more with 0.3 to play. He bends at the knees, lets it fly, and it is good. So Eagleville inbounds, and that'll do it. Eagleville moves on, and they beat Pickett County for the 3rd time this season by a final score of 69-66.
Great basketball game. A really good game. 2 elite single-A basketball teams. They end up getting paired up here in the quarterfinal round. Eagleville absolutely earned the victory. Pickett County with a tremendous account for themselves in this basketball game. They belonged in this state tournament. They were one of the best teams in Class 1A. But Eagleville, I think, showed their kind of senior leadership that they had. They didn't blink in the face of some big adversity. Pickett County answered with a haymaker. They came right back at him after going down pretty heavily late in that third quarter. The Bobcats answer the tone. This one hurts. It hurts for a Pickett County team that knows they had a chance. We all know the youth of this basketball team and how much they have coming back and the opportunity to just steamroll the next couple of years, which is absolutely on the board. It doesn't make this one hurt any less, though, for this Bobcat squad.
Yeah, obviously there's a lot to look forward to the future, but they don't care about that right now. That's a tough loss for the Bobcats in the Class 1A state quarterfinals. They fall today 69-66. A great basketball game between 2 of the top teams in the classification. And, of course, Jackson County still to play coming up tonight at 8:45. They will take on Hampton in their quarterfinal round. And it was the first quarter that was the difference. Eagleville won at 21-15. Pickett County was able to win the next 2 quarters and then tie them up in the fourth. The difference was that first quarter. They just got ahead by enough and were able to finish it off.
And they had 2 slow starts against Pickett County in their first 2 meetings, and so that was clearly a point of emphasis for them. They kind of had a moment where I think they were surprised by the zone Pickett County was in, and then they settled in and they went to their zone beaters and they beat it. I mean, they hit big shot after big shot. They were left open on some big shots. They found the soft spots and made it count. And, you know, one of the things Coach Amonette talked about pregame was the importance of defending their shooters, contesting the shooters. There wasn't enough contest of the shooters in this game, particularly early on, and Eagleville made them pay. But Pickett County, I think, showed some moxie. They showed a lot of development. This is a game, I think, if it started that way back in November, they may have gotten blown out. They did not get blown out in this game today. They answered a big spot late in the third quarter. They show what they're made of, and this is going to be a ferocious basketball team, and they're going to be extra hungry moving forward off of this game, I believe, in the next season with all the core of this team returning and a head coach that's going to take this one probably a little bit personally and come back next year with a vengeance.
This is the Livingston Regional Hospital post-game show. Pickett County season unfortunately comes to a close with a final record of 30-5 here in the Class 1A state quarterfinals. Once again, the final score 69-66. Go through some of these final stats for Pickett County. It was a huge fourth quarter by Cole J. Amonette. He had 6 points at halftime, finishes with 23 in the ball game. 17 points in the fourth quarter. He goes 11 for 12 from the Kiesling Insurance free throw line. Pickett County as a team was 20 for 22 from the stripe. You can say almost the same about Eagleville. They were 19 of 22 from the stripe on the other side. They just hit just a few more shots in this basketball game to get the job done. On the other side, a couple of 24-point ball games. James Bega had 24 points. That was early on in the fourth quarter. And then Camden Cole, he took over late in that fourth quarter. He finishes with 24 points and goes 10 for 11 from the free throw line as Eagleville advances in the 1A state tournament. They will take on the winner of this next game between Unaka and Humboldt. They're going to have a good chance to win that basketball game in the semifinals tomorrow night.
Yeah, I think we're looking at an Eagleville-Jackson County championship game on Saturday. Obviously, there's good teams here. We'll see what happens. But when we got the brackets, we said, yeah, it's a good role for Jackson County. And then whoever comes out of Eagleville, Pickett County is going to have a great chance to play for a gold ball. I think that probably holds serve. I do want to say, of course, as this wraps up the Pickett County broadcast this year, what a joy it is for us to be the broadcast partners with Pickett County High School. You know, basketball is different in the Upper Cumberland, and it's different in Byrdstown. There's no place quite like the Bobcat Den, and we get to be there for each and every game for some of the best basketball, certainly in Class 1A, and then the best environments in the state of Tennessee when it comes to Byrdstown and Pickett County with this great district that they're in and that awesome region that we also got to see. So, hate that we didn't get 2 more games. We were really hoping to get 2 more games with the Bobcats this year. We're going to run it back next year, and this Bobcats team is going to be loaded ahead of next season.
To that point, it's a big tip of the cap to the 2 seniors and Brady Evans and Jay Saltines. Those are the only 2 seniors on the roster, and obviously they had a lot of success in their 4 years here at Pickett County. Back-to-back trips here to the state tournament in the last couple of years, but everybody else in terms of that core, like you mentioned, now returning. Evans, obviously a rotational player off the bench, but all 5 starters are returning. Max Moody is returning, so 6 of their 7 guys that they played this season are coming back to the team next year, and they are going to have some big expectations put on after making it again to the quarterfinals and taking on one of the best teams in the state in Eagleville and taking them to the final buzzer. But it is a final today inside the Livingston Regional Hospital postgame show. We do need to name the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the game as well. 2 options, James Bega or Camden Cole?
Yeah, it's going to be James Bega. I mean, he's the reason that they took the lead. He just nailed big shot after big shot. He was left open on some of them, and he made the Bobcats pay for it. He was big, and he's going to be the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the game.
James Bega finishes with 24 points to lead his team to victory and into the semifinals. Pickett County ends their season with a final record of 30-5. This has been the Livingston Regional Hospital post-game show. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Today's broadcast has been presented by Livingston Regional Hospital as well. We've got one more game coming up later on, 8:45 tonight. Jackson County taking on Hampton in the 1A quarterfinals. The nightcap on a Thursday, trying to punch their ticket to the semifinals and move on to Friday for a chance to get to that gold ball game for a second straight year in a different classification. We'll have website coverage of that ball game coming up, presented by Risher Roofing. That'll do it for us today. For Madison McKay on scoreboard, for Noah McKay to my right, the rest of the UCR crew, I'm Jacob Vinson saying so long from Murfreesboro. The final score, 69-66, Eagleville wins.